the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Hustle for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Hello, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in, girl. Come on in. Hold on, I got a call. Sorry, getting over a little bit of a cold, but I am here. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. I am so happy to see y'all. It is a lovely Tuesday morning. My shirt say positive minds, vibes in life. That's what we're doing every day. Positive minds, vibes in life. So you guys come on in, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get the channel to 100,000 subscribers. So you guys, please subscribe if you have not already, and you'll know when I go live and or upload other content to the page, okay? To the page, to the channel. So come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new, if you're returning, welcome back. I want to start off by saying that I hope you guys are grounding. I hope you guys are doing 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to just put your feet to the soil and just ground and just kind of just be one with the earth. You get it? Yes, ground, girl. Get out there and put your feet to the soil. Ground. It's going to help you, I promise. And also do your genealogy. Please do your genealogy. Get that family tree. Find out who you are. This is going to save your life. It's not going to help me. It's going to help you. Okay? So make sure you guys are doing that. Come on in. We got a show today. It's a few things that was going on. It's kind of a very low, like, news day. But me, I'm going to find something to joke about because, it's me. So a few things we're going to talk about. I saw this video with Brittany Renner and her baby daddy with custody and a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to get into it. I guess they had a situation with the handoff with the baby, and the baby started crying, and it's just a whole bunch. We're going to get into it. Karen Huger's released from prison. Shout out to Karen. Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharpe. So Ray Lewis, who was a football player who played with Shannon Sharpe on the Baltimore Ravens, who were very, very tight. He came out and said some words that wasn't too kind to Shannon, and Shannon responds. And basically, it's not that Ray Lewis was wrong, because what he said wasn't necessarily wrong. I think it's what you do and how you do it. And I have a few opinions on that. We're going to discuss that. We got Kandi Burass pleading with Leandria Johnson to get some help. We all know that she has a drinking problem, and we hope that she gets all the help that she needs. And then we also need to talk about what's going on with the braids and all this stuff. So apparently, I need to show y'all something when it comes to Black America. Black America is the blueprint, okay? Let me start by saying this. We are the blueprint. The land of milk and honey, the motherland is here. It is not anywhere else. It is here. Civilization and everything started right here where you are, under your feet, okay? Everything that they told you about Africa happened here. And you can see it today because guess what? Still to this day, the things that we do here gets pushed out where? Everywhere else. It's not the other way around, okay? I need y'all to start paying attention to this. Now, a lot of African people have come over to America that are learning how to do our braids. And like I told y'all the Africans do, they get their little sticky notes that say Africa, and every single thing that we have, what do? Put their Africa sticky notes on it. Oh, that comes from Africa. Oh, that comes from Africa. Oh, this is what they do. And they starting to do it with the braids. And I told y'all, they come here to learn how to do our styles. And then we pay them to do them. Okay? But we need to stop that. We need to stop that. We're going to get into it because it's bigger than braids. It's so much bigger than braids. It's just an idea of you guys understanding who and what you are. You are the beginning of the man. You are the beginning of mankind. When they told us that the Africans taught the Europeans how to bathe, no, that was you. That was us. That wasn't the Africans. No shade to the Africans. But I'm just telling you, civilization, everything they've ever told you about Africa was here. Okay, it was right here in this North American island that some people called in the back in the day Turtle Island. All of those things, the origin of everything, sports, everything started on this here land. And I need you guys to understand that. We got to get out of that because it's bigger than braids. And we're going to dive a little bit into it. But before we do that, I need you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody in the building. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. Y'all make my day go by amazingly. I definitely love coming here talking to y'all. Because, you know, we need to be coming over here and discussing certain things, you know, to educate ourselves. And also we could just joke and laugh and key. So y'all get in here, get the lights up on the video. Let me read this. Thank you for being a member for 13 months, Stepping to High Tea, my beautiful mod. She says, hey, Vu Mods Dollhouse, hit that like button. It's time to Joce. Yes, please, y'all, hit the like button. We need to get the video out into the algorithm so the people know we're around here josing, okay? Now, before we get started, I wanted to start, obviously, y'all know how I do. I like to start with a couple things that's kind of like off topic, but always in topic, if it makes sense. So hold on one second. Let me find it. Not there yet. It's something I wanted to show y'all. Should I wait? I'm trying to think. You know what? I'll wait. Let's start the show. Because it's all going to go together when I get to the part where I need to be. All right. Now, let's start with Karen Huger. Karen Huger from Real Housewives of Potomac has been released. A lot of people don't watch RHOP. I don't either anymore. However, I used to cover the show, and I like Karen Huger. She is the grand dame. She was recently released. She had a DUI where she hit a tree and almost unalived herself, almost killed herself or whatever. But she had a really bad drinking problem, and she has had DUIs in the past. She had to do a little time, and they finally released her ass. They say she's been released from police custody after serving time behind bars for a 2024 DUI crash. It says, according to 7 News DC, RHOP star Karen Huger was released on Tuesday from the Montgomery County Detention Center in Maryland. The Montgomery County Department of Corrections confirmed her release. She was sentenced to 2 years with 1 year suspended for a DUI crash, and she was also ordered to pay $2,900 in fines. According to sources, she served 6 months on her sentence and was released. Following good behavior. So she did 6 months on a year. This her leaving. They got the car. Matter of fact. Hold on. I have a better video of Karen actually leaving out of the precinct. And you know what? It's bigger than Karen being released. I really hope that she found some sort of way to get help, because for Karen to have them DUIs like that back to back, she really had a problem for real. So I really hope she got help for the most part, you know. But this is Karen being released, looking good per usual. Go ahead on, Miss Karen, grand dame, as she should. Go ahead on. I can't play the music, but that's the grand dame being released. She looks good. She must have had glam and everybody. They hurry up and rushed her off into the car, and then so she can go get glammed up and then get caught up like this. I love it. Shout out to Karen. Like I said, I hope she really does get some help, because she definitely needs it. Now let's move on. Congratulations to Karen. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please and thank you. Get the likes up on the video. MOBs, what's up, boo? Thank you for being a member for 15 months. Says, hey, Acorn Boo, I got one word: postpartum. Ooh. Sometimes I be on the couch. Sometimes it's me and the baby. Sometimes it's all three of us. Love all. Love y'all. Oh, we love y'all too. And tell my new niece or nephew, I forgot what y'all had, but tell my new niece or nephew we love them. And we here for y'all. And guess what? Postpartum don't last always. It gets better. It's greater later. That's what the old folks say. It get greater later. So congratulations to y'all, man. Congratulations. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now, I want to move forward. Let's move on to this Brittany Renner. What is going on with this Brittany Renner thing? So apparently Brittany Renner, who was on the Basketball Wives show, telling Jackie's daughter that she should never be friends or be cool with her mama because her mother is so toxic and she reminds her so much of her mother. Now, her and her mom is about to jump her baby daddy. So let me tell you what happened. Brittany Renner, who was a slut and a thought, who got pregnant by a dumb basketball player, young one, but a dumb one. And she thought she was going to get all this money in child support, but she started getting minimal. That I know. Either way, she had went on this whole tour to tell young athletes. She went on this tour to tell young athletes that basically, hey y'all, it's easy to get y'all money, so y'all need to strap up when y'all messing with these thoughts. But of course, the athletes didn't listen. Long story short, I didn't realize, because she kind of spoke about it on the show, but she didn't talk about it as much. But I didn't realize that her and PJ Washington, who's her baby daddy, had such a bad situation going. So apparently he's remarried. He's got a new wife and they are no longer together. I don't even know if they were even together for real. Long story short, it's time for him to pick up the baby. The baby starts to cry because apparently the baby want to stay with the mama. That's normal. It's not always like that. Some babies can't wait to go with their daddy. But sometimes, especially if a baby is a mama's boy or a mama's girl, the baby like to stay with their mama. It's normal to cry. Well, Brittany took this and flipped it all out of proportion, like the baby is being abused or something like that. And they doggone taped the whole situation. I don't know what she thinks she's going to prove, because it's not going to prove anything in court. However, the part that got me was her clear ass mama, who Brittany swore to God on Basketball Wives was beneath the dirt, a horrible person. I can't stand my mama. This is what she telling Jackie Christie daughter. I hate your mom because she reminds me so much of my mom, and my mom is so horrible, and she's this, that, and the third. She bucked Jackie Christie daughter up to embarrass herself and her mama on the show, but wouldn't bring her mama on the show. Now her and her mama ready to jump her baby daddy. But let this be a lesson to you guys. Let me tell you something. Anybody out here who have any type of relationship, whether it be tumultuous or not, any relationship you have with your parent, that is a relationship between you and your parent. No friend, sibling, none of that should be able to persuade what goes on between you and your parent. And if they are capable of doing so, then you need to ask yourself why. Because while Brittany had Jackie Christie daughter fighting her mama on national TV, Brittany preserved her clear ass mama. Make it make sense. But either way, long story short, this is the exchange of him coming pick up the baby, and here go Brittany popping off. She ain't never been popped, and you can tell. She has never been popped, and you can tell. So let's get into the story. It says Brittany Renner and her NBA baby daddy, PJ Washington, are having some baby daddy, baby mama drama. In a newly surfaced video, Brittany and her mother are confronting PJ, claiming that their son cries way too much when it's time to go with PJ. Brittany then begins to claim that PJ is seemingly absent, and that's why their son never wants to go with him. He doesn't want to go with you. Actually show up and do something with him, Brittany says in the video. PJ then walks away and tells them that they spoiled their son too much. Then as he's putting the child into the car, PJ and Brittany's mother begin exchanging words, leading to Brittany's mother confronting PJ's wife at Alisa. 107K for you or for your hoe, but 11K for your son's bank account, Brittany's mom says as she pointed to Alisa. This caused Alisa to jump up and scream, "Shut the F up before I beat your ass." Then the phone drops and you all hear something. All right. Now, Brittany mama gonna come back and claim that she body slammed the girl, but it don't matter. Let's get into the exchange, and we're gonna get into the gaslighting and also the energy harvesting, because that's what this is about. Let's get into it. Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. Here, give him his bag and stuff.
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
This is my question. So let's just say the baby cried the last 3 weeks in a row when the daddy came to pick him up. What now is the solution? Is the solution that the baby never goes to the daddy? Is it because the last 3 weeks PJ came to pick up the baby and the baby cried? So now the baby, what do they want? Because at the end of the day, the father has to see his child, whether he cries on the pickup or not. So what is the solution? And this is the thing. A lot of people may feel that they could just say, oh, well, I'm not going to send my child. That don't go like that when the courts are involved. You see what I'm saying? See, when the courts tell you that at certain times, this is the pickup, this is the drop off, and this will happen. That will happen unless you like going to jail or coming out, things of that nature. And then honestly, it's not that deep unless you feel like the child is being abused or being harmed. And if you do feel that way, I think that's something you should bring to a judge. But unless it's something emergency like that, I don't understand. I really don't get it. But I do get it. It's a lot of women who do this because they be feelings, they personal feelings hurt behind a nigga. And the child is a weapon. I get it. I get it. Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will, but I'm telling you right now. Right now, every single time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. And it's up with me. Just know that it's up. What'd you say? I'd love to. What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would. Pussy ass bitch.
And now this is her mama. This is her mama.
What the fuck you looking at? Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account.
And then they wonder why the child is crying during drop off and pick up. I would cry too if I knew every time my daddy came, my mama and my daddy was gonna start fighting. And I could be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I knew every time my daddy came to pick me up, him and my mama was gonna get into a fight, I cry too. And it don't matter what age I'm in. I am. It's sad on both parts. It's immature because, first of all, him going back and forth, get your child and get the hell on. What you need to be doing is videotaping. So the next time y'all go back to court, you can show the courts, hey, judge, this is me trying to peacefully go get my child. And this is every time that I go, this is what they doing. Handle that at the courthouse. Let them wild out and crash out. But all of that back and forth, SMD and putting the window down, you just as childish as they. How is y'all making this a good environment for the child? Because nobody don't care about the child. You see what I'm saying? But as far as Brittany goes, Brittany mad because no matter what she says, she has to let that baby go by his daddy. And there's nothing that she can do about it. And her ignorant ass trailer park ass mama, who over there talking about she would suck his you-know-what if he had one, who talks like that to their son-in-law. But again, this the same Brittany who had Jackie Christie's daughter ready to battle her own mama. But that's good for Chantel's stupid duck ass, yellow ass. She's so stupid. Now Brittany riding with her white trash ass mama, and you over here beefing with yours. Make it make sense. That's good for her. That's what being a follower gets you. Don't be a follower, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but $170 for that boat. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
It's just sad. It's just sad. So now after that, the mama goes to the internet and says this, and this is the mama. That should tell you everything you need to know. She said, so after I dropped my phone, running to her side of the car, I was like, what you gonna do? She swung on me. I was like, oh, that's what we gonna do? Got it. I'm more of a subduer, not a fighter. So I was trying to grab her hands, get close enough to pack her big ass up or pick her big ass up and body slam her to the ground. I had her pinned in her back. I was straddling her with my forearm in her throat. I ain't gonna lie. At that point, it was me or you, and it was gonna be me. I just kept pressing harder. She clearly couldn't breathe, and PJ came and pulled me off of her. She got up and leaned up against the truck to catch her breath. Now, this is Brittany's mama. I would take all of this down to the judge. What else she said happened?
This ain't that I'm pulling up, I'm spanking.
And this is the post from the mall. And I will be taking all of this down to the courthouse. I will be taking all of this down to the judge. Since you want to come back and tell the people that you pinned my wife down, good. I'm glad you detailed it so well. I'm taking this all to the judge. Thank you. Appreciate it. See, clout gonna get a lot of people in trouble. And then on top of that, Brittany mama is too old. But she looked like a hood booger, trailer trash. She looked like one of them clear women who hang in the hood, been ran through by all the black dudes, buku tattoos. Whenever she get her hair done, she get it in the shortcut claws. You know what I'm saying? Probably got neck tattoos, like to use the N-word in her pastime, only around certain blacks though. Got buku biracial churn, smoke cigarettes, want to hang with all the real black girls, but can't, so she found some lame ones that'll let her hang with them. Yeah, I know them type. They got one in every hood. That's Brittany Renner. I can smell it through the screen. Trash is what I call it. She trashed from the clear neighborhoods and the clear community, and even trash in the black ones. That's the ones I'm talking about. Rejected from both sides. Horrible. Horrible. Got to be a bad place to be. You see what I'm saying? That's Brittany Renner mama. You see? So, yeah, she can come on here and say something crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I pinned her down. Good. Snapshot. Got it. But the point I'm making is the only person that suffers the most is the child. Brittany thought she was going to get that little boy because PJ was a little boy when she got him. She young too, but he was younger than her. Okay? Brittany thought that she was going to get that little boy and she was going to take all his money, but somehow it didn't work out in her favor. That's why the mama said $170,000 to your hoe and only $11,000 to your child. Bitch, give my child $11,000. I'll take it. Give my child $11,000 a month. I'll take it. You get it? See, it didn't work out for Brittany. Not the way she thought it would, at least. And that's what it's giving me. It's giving me that she's bitter. But it just sucks for the child. Brittany is a hothead who's never been popped. But she better calm down because one day it will come. And her trailer trash ass mom need to go heal together. Separately and then come together and go heal. I feel bad for the baby. I feel horrible for the baby. That's all I got. I feel horrible for the baby. I know the type of clear trash that is. You can smell it. I know. Listen. Look at Brittany mama. And everybody close your eyes and think of the hood clear woman, the hood white girl. The white girl in the hood. She always got a wrist tattoo. She used to be fine when she was about 16, 17, 18, 19, maybe even 20. But after she had that first baby and that belly started protruding to the front, she started gaining weight. Niggas started running through her. She had buku churn. Bunch of little biracial churn running in and out the house. Hood white girl. Matter of fact, most of the children who go to school with them don't even know their mama white till the mama come to school. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the same clear woman. Smoke a good cigarette. Standing on the corner. Trying to be down with the blacks. Can't go back to the whites because they don't want them. And can't get too good in with the blacks because they don't like her. You feel what I'm saying? So she kind of double dutch in between. Her mama still rock with her, but not enough to bring the kids by. She only allow her to come. She only send Christmas gifts and Easter baskets. So she can't bring the kids to the mama side of the family, but the mama send a Christmas card every year, just to let the grandkids know you do have a white side to your family. We just don't like y'all because your mama want to reside in the hood with the monkeys. So yeah, she be down there in the hood. Stay in the house, buku churn, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that's the white lady. Her name typically like Kim, you know what I'm saying? It always be like Kim, you know, stuff like that. You know, it don't be nothing heavy. Kim, you know, she got a big old belly, no booty. Back as flat as the ground. Do you hear me? She used to be fine though. They said they said that she used to be fine. Back as flat as the damn ground. No booty, belly bodies, look like she 9 months pregnant, ain't had a baby in 12 years. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Come on now. Y'all know neck tattoo right here from the first baby daddy right there. You know what I'm talking about? First baby daddy right here, but that didn't quite work out. Second baby daddy right here. She got a rose with all her churn right there. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Stop acting crazy. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly which one. Yeah, they got names like Donna and Stephanie and Kim. Yeah, Donna. It is a lot of Donnas. Donna. Oh, y'all know Donna. What Donna? White Donna. Oh, yeah, I know Donna who used to mess with. Yeah, who used to mess with Bird. Oh, yeah, White Donna. White Donna who went to school with her. Yeah, girl, I know Donna. Yeah, she was White Donna. Yeah, y'all know. Yeah, that's them. That's Brittany Renner mama. Brittany Renner mama. That's Brittany. That's Brittany Renner mama for real. Y'all know him. Let's move on. They love name Melissas. That's a lot of them Melissas. It's a lot of Melissas. Whenever they get their hair done at the hair salon and the spritz be on their hair, y'all ever look at it close like me? I'm a people watcher. So whenever I used to look at the clear girls' hair, whenever they used to get the updos, and I used to look at the spritz, I used to wonder how the spritz hold it together, but I could still see their scalp. Y'all ever wonder how how the clear people hair kind of like together like this, and it'd be hard, but somehow I can still see through the hair to see through your scalp. I just be like, dang, how I did it. You know what? My brain, I'm sorry, y'all. My brain goes all over the place. I'm sorry. Shout out to Melissa and them, bro. Everybody got one. Now, we had this one girl who went to school with me named Sarah. And Sarah was white through and through. Sarah never tried to be black. Sarah was white. And Sarah is white with glasses. She got her white man with glasses and all her children white with glasses. And they live right in the middle of the hood. Shout out to Sarah, bro. I went to middle school and high school with Sarah. Sarah was a blind hair. I remember asking Sarah in 6th grade. I said, why your mama got you around here with all these black people? And she was like, I don't know. But yeah, Sarah got her a white man. She white with glasses. Her husband white with glasses. And she got 3 children. They fat white with glasses. Shout out to Sarah, bro. That's what I be talking about. I don't. People think I don't like the clears, but I like the clears. I like the ones like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the Kims and the Melissas. I don't like them. I like the clears. I like the ones who just gonna be clear. I don't like the ones who like the, like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sarah though, bro. I know she living good. Let's move on. Now we need to get into Leandria really quickly. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Have you or a friend liked the video? Subscribe to the channel too. You guys, please come and subscribe to the channel. Wait, let me do some of these super chats. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm sorry, I got a slight cough. Hold on. All right, I'm back. My apologies, you guys. Y'all like the video? All right, making it rain early in the morning. Okay, well, it's not morning, but thank you so much, Doll's House.
I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes.
Dolls Hour, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, TT Boo and Acorn, back from Alaska, not easy dealing with the Spanish mafia, but by the grace of God and your channel, I make it through. I'm beyond grateful for you, and you have provided me with so much clarity and enlightenment on my spiritual journey. Oh my God, thank you so much, Dolls Hour, and I am so happy to be any type of assistance and help. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for being here. And I'm so happy that I can provide any sort of clarity, or at least help you to get to whatever clarity. So I am so appreciative of you, Dolls Hour. You have no idea. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And just you finding whatever it is you need to get to is enough for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. And the gang, you sent another 50 pack, y'all. Thank you so much, Dolls Hour.
I make it right. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes. I make it right. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes.
Thank you so much, Dolls Hour, for the other 50 pack. She says, I'm praying for peace, purpose, prosperity, healing, happiness, love, and much more in all things for you, mamas. You are a true beacon of light, and nothing and no one can stop what God has ordained for you. Love you and my Acorn family down to the ground. And that particular part right there. Thank you. I'm so sorry, y'all. Thank you so much for making it rain. And thank you for your kind words, Dolls Hour. I really, really appreciate you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You just have no idea. Thank you so much. MOB, thank you for the super chat. Says, how come I can't gift no subs? MOB, you know how YouTube be. I'm going to have to check it out when I get off. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to have to check it out when I get off. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to look into it, though. Thank you so much, MOB. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Now, let's get into Leandria Johnson, y'all. So, Leandria Johnson is a gospel artist. I first met her on, what's that Sunday show? Sunday Best is what it was. That's when I first found Leandria Johnson on Sunday Best. And when I saw her, I fell in love with her voice. That lady is touched and anointed. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean in everything positive. That lady got an ancient voice. Leandria Johnson has been here before. Leandria Johnson is an ancient soul. She's just troubled. Now, she comes up in the church, extremely talented, extremely amazing, and beautiful gospel singer. You know what I'm saying? But Leandria is fighting demons. She's fighting demons. She's got some healing and some work to do. And I ain't gonna hold you. I pray for Leandria. I really hope that she finds whatever it is she needs to find to get to wherever she needs to go, because Leandria is a gift to us all. We don't realize the gifts that we have amongst us. And that lady and her voice, even if it ain't her specifically, but her voice is a gift to us. And I think she knows that, but I don't think she understands the gravity of it. You know what I mean? But I've always been rooting for Leandria because I understand healing, and I understand addiction, and I understand having stuff messed up. We all done been addicted to something of some sort. I don't give a damn if it's food. I don't give a damn if it's gossip. I don't give a damn if it's YouTube. Nobody in this world can point a finger at anybody suffering through addiction. We have all suffered in some level of some form of addiction. We are all right now suffering from addiction. Let them cut the phones off for 6 hours and see what happens. So we got to be careful when we pointing these fingers, because it's just certain devils just bite some harder than they do others. That's all. So I try to look at it like that when dealing with addiction. So my heart truly goes out to Leandria, because I'm gonna be honest. I had a point in time in my life where I had to drink to go to sleep. If I did not get tipsy, I could not go to sleep. About 5 years ago, that was me. Like, I literally would stay up all night, mind racing. I would have to get drunk. But don't get me wrong. I didn't have a problem to where I was drinking all day and getting not like that. But it was to the point where my mind was so all over the place. I'm just being transparent with y'all. I had a point in time where I used to have a drink to go to sleep. So I understand how easy it is to fall into an addiction like that. So I just try to be mindful of that. But either way, long story short, She's still suffering this addiction. And a lot of people have tried to reach out to her. She's had all these interventions, but this is the thing. And Kandi is gonna say this when she's talking to Leandria. Leandria is not gonna get help or get change until Leandria is ready. Nobody can be ready before Leandria. God can't be ready before Leandria. Leandria gotta be ready. And that's the part that Leandria needs to work on. And it's called self-healing. Let me tell you something. I'm going through it now and have been going through it. It hurts. It hurts. It is the most uncomfortable, hurting thing you're going to go through. I'm telling you. But I will say this. On the other side and coming off the other side of it, it's worth it. The healing part of it, it is so much worth it. So anyway, Kandi is sitting with Leandria and she's pleading with her to basically put her health in order and telling her she want to help her, but she need her to put her health in, get her health in order and basically get help for her drinking. Now, Kandi cries. We all know how I feel about Kandi, but in this situation, Kandi is actually doing the right thing, reaching out, being a friend, and extending the olive branch for help, because sometimes, just sometimes, people need to hear it from others. I'll just say that. So let's get into it, y'all. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Manager now?
No.
Okay, so you need a manager. Who's helping?
You want to help me?
I mean, I don't mind helping you, but
You
you
love
don't
me?
have to listen to me.
Do you love me?
Yeah, I love you.
You love
I
me?
can help
You
you.
love me?
Yes, I love you. I think that you
You don't want to feel like
level.
managing me.
No. See, you taking that the wrong way.
No, I'm not.
When I say that, I'm saying this from a perspective of me having this same situation with someone I love.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not judging you.
I don't feel like I'm being judged.
Okay, cool.
I like this conversation.
What I'm saying is,
Before Kandi finish, this statement is so profound, Spike T. Thank you so much for saying this, because this is one of the biggest demons Leandria is fighting. Spike T says, I think Leandria is too real for the hypocrisy that's behind the scenes of the Christian community. Let me tackle that really, really quickly, and I'm not going to take too much of y'all time. One of the things when I very first saw Leandria go off the way that she did, I remember when she went live, I can't remember which site it was. One of the things she said was, y'all out here judging me for drinking. I'm inside my house, drinking inside my house, but y'all judging me. But what about all the stuff y'all got going on in the church? She was in tears. She spoke about all of the sinning, the abuse, and all of those things. See, you got to keep in mind, it's easy for somebody to tell somebody like Leandria, well, all right, if this is where your abuse lies, just walk away. But that's where Leandria's gift is as well. So now Leandria has to face these demons on a day-to-day basis, knowing that everybody else see these demons and everybody walking with their head down and eyes closed, not to poke a bear or not to make a scene, and I gotta just act like it's cool. That's one of the major demons, in my opinion. In my opinion, I believe that one of the biggest demons that Leandria is fighting is that not only she have to heal and deal with the abuse that she dealt with, she probably walking amongst her abusers or people like her abusers and can't say nothing because everybody else see them and she know they see them, and she looking at everybody else see these same demons and ain't nobody saying nothing. That will make me go crazy and drink too. Because it's easy to say, well, just walk away from the gospel community, walk away from the church. Then what? When my entire life, purpose, and gift lies in that entity. I believe that this is a profound statement, and I'm so glad you said that, because this is the stuff I be thinking about too. Because let me tell you something, all them churches, all them pastors, y'all think that be all that? Man, them people be evil demons. And I'm not over-exaggerating. Do you hear me? Let's get back into it.
when we love somebody, we're not going to let them look crazy in front of the world.
Oh, Kandi.
I'm just saying, we're not going to let them look crazy in front of the world. So we are going to do what we can to be like, okay, make sure they're here. Don't do that. Don't do that. And even though they're not understanding what's happening around them, we see what's happening around you. We see it. We want to fix it, but we can't until you decide. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
And let me say this too, because a lot of people feel like just take the help from Kandi. Let me tell you something, because I had this same situation in corporate America. It's almost like this. When you get into a status, I'm going to try to explain it to you guys. When you come into a status that you always thought you wanted to be in, right? Let's say you've always wanted to be a CEO. You finally get to CEO status. When you get to CEO status, you enjoying the fruits of your labor, you getting paid good, you eating good, you doing good, but then you start to pick up on certain things. Hold on. My comrades, other CEOs, certain things that they doing. These might be doing some type of devil worship. These might be, it's certain things you picking up on and you start to see once you get to this status, like, oh, snap. I mean, I want it, but I don't want it like they doing it. I don't want to have to sacrifice, or I don't want to have to act like this ain't happening. Let me tell you what happens to those people when they get in those situations. So you get to the CEO status, you finally get to where you want to be, and you realize how cutthroat and how demonic it is, and then you push back against the system. Worst thing you could ever do. Because some people might say, oh, well, they'll just kick you out. That's if they just want to do the easy way. They can make your life a miserable living hell. And I'm pretty positive they've been doing that to Leandria in the gospel community. See, you guys don't understand that corporate America, that mindset is all over. It's not just in the white collar spaces. It's everywhere, in sports, entertainment, everywhere. It's a good old boy system. It's either you in it or you ain't. And a lot of people are amongst the system that ain't in it. And a lot of them get stuck in those systems. It would not surprise me if behind the scenes, they have been making Leandria's life a living hell. You see what I'm saying? And if Leandria's only way to pay her bills is through gospel music, how else does she do it? Now, if she was me, I'd walk away altogether, screw it. But everybody not like that. You see what I'm saying? Yes, Belinda, you have to play the game. Let me tell you something. See when they start hollering about you have to play the game, run. Because when they playing the game means you have to do some real jacked up stuff and shut up about it. You have to notice and see some jacked up stuff being done to other people and shut up about it. That's what playing the game is. Playing the game is shut up in color. It is not a fun place to be. I've been there.
So when you ask me, would I help you? Of course I would. But you got to want me to help you.
And let me say this too. It's hard to trust people because it's fine for Kandi to sit up here saying, oh, I will help you. I will help you. But Kandi is very, very industry. Kandi is very industry. I'm just being honest. If what I'm saying is true and Leandria is an outcast, it's fine. And if I'm Leandria, I appreciate the help, but I don't trust you. You're industry. You with them. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like you and the Kirk Franklins, you see, y'all together. It's hard to, I'm telling you, you have to understand. People who understand know.
You gotta listen to me. You understand what I'm saying? We can do it. We can do it all. We can get all the songs you want. We got a studio right here. I can call whoever to get you where you want to be. But if you don't listen and constantly put yourself in a situation that's not helpful to you, I can't fix it for you. And I'm sure your family, all of them are probably feeling the same way. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I done been around you. I have fun with you the times that we've been around each other. But at the same time, I see your potential. I know what you can do. You've already done it. You just need the right people around you to help you to continue to do it. I don't care about what you've done been through in the past as far as publicly, because there's so many people that can relate to you, so many people that can learn from you and your situation who will support you. So it's not like you can't get where you need to continue in your career, but you gotta want to do it for yourself. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sorry. I did not mean for this to be a whole emotional situation.
No, I needed this. I needed this because I mean, a lot of people out there think they do think I don't care. So a lot of people out there that feels like I'm not taking accountability. It's a lot of people out there that feel like I'm just.
You have a manager now?
I know.
Okay, so you need a manager.
Leandria is just sick right now. She's sick under addiction. She does need help. But she's got to figure out who to trust, who she can really go to and get help from, because she does have a really bad drinking problem, like really bad. And I feel so bad for her. She seems like she might be a beautiful soul, but I'm just telling you, she's sick. She's sick. And a lot of people might feel like, oh, just take the help, just take the help. Man, y'all don't understand this devil. And I'm not saying Kandi is a devil. Kandi might have all great intentions, but when you on that side of it, it's hard to trust anybody. I'll say that. But my heart and prayers go out to Leandria. She really deserves better as far as life. She has a gift. She gotta tap in. Leandria, you probably will never see this, mamas, but I've always rooted for you. Tap in, Leandria. You got to get help. Leandria has to understand that she has a problem, not understand it, overstand it, and understand it. And then she has to get help for it. That's the only way it's going to work. And she's got to be able to want to help. She's not only got to want to get the help, but she's got to want to be better. And I want that for her because she is a gift. She just really is. Anyways, let's move on. Now I want to get into the Ray Lewis, Shannon Sharpe bit. Y'all like the video, please and thank you. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. We are trying to get the channel to 100K. No, we will get the channel to 100K. So make sure y'all pull over and pop out. What's going on with The Rock? Girl, they said The Rock done turned into a pebble. What is going on? Now, a lot of people seen The Rock done lost weight. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody don't be a mask, a big old swole man for the rest of their life. How old is The Rock? Let me see. That nigga old as hell. How old is The Rock? How old is Dwayne Rock Johnson?
53 years old.
Well, he's still young. But still, The Rock done lost some weight. People are freaking out. He got off the juice. Okay? He's no longer taking steroids to look big old and swole for you Negroes. He ain't wrestling no more. So he got off the juice and went back to his regular body. Okay? Oh, he doing a new movie? Okay, it might be a new movie. They say it's a new movie. But either way, he might be doing a movie where he start off skinny and get big. Y'all remember 50 Cent did that? It wasn't in a movie where he had AIDS or something. Remember that? Girl, 50 Cent was laying in that bed looking like the skeletal from doggone Tales from the Crypt. Girl, I said, what the hell? Girl, 50 looked so bad. Maybe that's what they doing with Rock. Maybe The Rock about to come up and pop up out the coffin like the Crypt Keeper or something. I don't know. You heard Umar in the hospital? No, I ain't heard about that. What he doing in the hospital? He's King Kong consciousness. What? Girl, you lying. Don't lie to me, girl. Who said that in the chat? Let me see. Is Dr. Umar in the hospital? No, it does not appear that Umar Johnson is in the hospital. They say he is a clinical psychologist. That nigga ain't nothing. Girl, send me the paperwork. Send me the link. But either way, y'all, back to they stressed them. The stress of them taking FDMG might be. It might be. But yeah, The Rock got off the roids, y'all. He off the juice. He tired of juicing for y'all. Y'all got to stop. He done juiced for 30 years. Now he tired. He want to just be regular. Let's move on. Now, I want to get into this Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharpe bit. So we all know Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharpe, played NFL together on the Baltimore Ravens. Ray Lewis is also a football player who was alleged. Did he get acquitted or did he found not guilty of that murder? Didn't they say Ray Lewis killed somebody back in the Gap? Put it in the chat. I remember. Because I remember he's a good old boy. Let's just call the thing a thing. Let's put it all out there. So Ray Lewis is one of them old good old boys, good old boot licking, yes, a massa, I loves needs the wise man's pink meat is the best meat type of nigga. You know, see, y'all thought Shannon Sharpe, that old country ass, you know, that old heavy tongue ass nigga. Y'all thought he was the bootleg. Oh, dude. Ray Lewis was the biggest one. Now, they almost hung that nigga when he killed somebody back in the day, but they ended up letting him slide. And they still gave him an orange jacket after that. That was crazy. But either way, Ray Lewis, who was the football player and friend and co-worker of Shannon Sharpe, who, remember, Shannon Sharpe back in the day when they was calling Ray Lewis all type of coons and everything, it was Shannon Sharpe stepping out with his heavy tongue saying, "That's my friend. Y'all got the thought. Ray Lewis is my friend. I love Ray Lewis." He was doing that. Well, the shoes on the other foot, Shannon Sharpe got by a 19-year-old stick figure model that they call a OnlyFans model, but she's really a clear girl who sells coochie on the internet, aka a slut, but a good one too, because she got like $30 million. So I'm not even mad at her. But either way, he got by the clear girl, and then after he got everybody was talking crazy. Now, I'm not gonna lie. One thing Shannon said was, when I was up, niggas was quiet. Niggas was, you feel me? And they was, I ain't gonna lie. When Uncle Shannon was on his way up the ladder, niggas was real quiet. He didn't lie about that part. However, the moment somebody took a finger and plucked his black ass down, everybody came out the woodwork. So Shannon feels like, Ray Lewis, you a hoe ass nigga. He ain't say that, but I'm telling you, Ray, how he feel. Ray, Shannon feel like you a hoe ass nigga for going on the internet and doing a podcast and talking to me when you could have hollered at me first. Now, in Ray's defense, well, technically Ray wrong for that, but in his defense, what he was saying is wrong. Basically, he said Shannon lost his way. He got that coin, he sniffed that little pink cooch, he sniffed that pink coochie, and he lost his mind. That's what Ray was saying. So we're gonna get into what Ray said first. Then we're gonna get into Shannon's response, and then I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about the situation, because they two bootlicks, and I personally don't feel like I should get in the middle of two boots licking each other. However, I am gonna give my commentary. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get Ray on here. Ray is telling us about how he feel about Shannon Sharpe. Let's get into it.
Shannon Sharpe, did you think he was one day going to be a good TV guy personality?
Yeah.
So you knew he was made for TV?
Yeah.
And would he say he's going to do it?
Yes, he had already started prepping.
How much before he retired did he tell?
He'd been started.
Oh, so he's known he's going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and him and Skip and Stephen A, all that stuff?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content. I wouldn't, in a million years, the things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon will say or do any of this.
Like what?
Simply, I take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. Ever. Like it was against the law, right? Because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that.
And you know why I know? First of all, Ray not lying. Let me tell you why I know Ray not lying. First of all, Ray saying Shannon ain't never drunk in the past, but Shannon got that money and that liquor deal, and he started drinking. And he said that he knew it was going downhill ever since then. And this is how I know he ain't lying. Y'all remember when Paul from the 5 Heartbeats, he used to be on the back of the bus? And remember, Otis said Paul would never have a drink. He would always drink milk. Remember, they was trying to offer him a drink on the back of the bus, and Paul kept saying no, he was drinking his milk. All Paul had was one drink. And then next thing you know, Paul leaning over the doggone piano hollering about, for once in my life, this is mine. I can't take it. Remember that? It was at that moment I knew one sip of liquor could ruin your whole life. Do you feel what I'm saying to you? And if you think I'm lying, go watch the movie. Go watch the movie. Paul wasn't no good. They had to cut Thanksgiving. He was trying to sing to Mama Rose. He said, Mama Rose, can I sing to you? Mama Rose said, baby, just take him home. Then he grabbed the wife and said, leave me alone, woman. He had all them children. I'm just saying all that to say, when Ray said that Shannon ain't never had no drink and then he took a sip and went crazy, it brought me back to Paul. You feel what I'm saying? Now, Paul had buku churn. They say he went off in the parking lot and off this up allegedly. I don't know. But all I'm saying is Shannon, he did change once he sipped that liquor. That cognac, what it was.
And yeah, and then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that route. I can't go that route. Never can go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance, right? A lot of times, a lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not going to do that to nobody. I'm not in the business for that. I'm in life to try to teach people what does it mean to be a better man or get back to the kingdom.
Now, let me say this. I don't like that. I think that, and this is how you know them people hating. They trying to make it seem like, remember Cat Williams did that whole podcast and came out and exposed everybody? Shannon Sharpe is only the host. Cat Williams came to the podcast and did that. I'm starting to see a lot of celebrities that have negative things to say about Shannon. They really still mad about the interview. And they try to flip it and be like, oh, it's because he was gossiping. Shannon Sharpe didn't gossip. It's Cat Williams. But I'm noticing most people would rather put that crap on Shannon than on Cat because they don't want to have to battle Cat. That's what it's giving to me. Shannon did not get on that podcast and say nothing negative about nobody. That was all Cat. But everybody keep coming on here talking about, oh, because he gossiping. Oh, it's turned into The View. Oh, it's turned because y'all mad and y'all won't go after the person who really the problem, which is Cat, not Shannon. So I think that this is rich, and I think that this is a cop-out. Don't say, oh, I want to spread the gospel. Was you spreading the gospel when you was around here killing niggas? Hello? Did you read the good book when you sent the nigga on the glory? Ray Lewis, go lay down. Ray Lewis, I'm not about to let you be all high and mighty on this here internet and tell these clear people that you over here to spread the gospel. Was you spreading the gospel when you sent that nigga on the glory? That's a genuine question. If not, then you don't get to spread it now. Keep it to yourself. We don't want your gospel. Okay? We don't want your gospel send niggas on the glory. Keep your gospel. Okay? So I'm not going to let Ray do it. And I hate helping up for Shannon because they two bootlicks, but I got to call a thing, you know?
You know, and a lot of times, like, and a lot of the guys get in trouble with these podcasts and things, man, because everybody wants the follower. Everybody wants to be popular. Everybody wants to make money. But that's a tight rope into what you call influence and popularity. Right? The devil has the ability to make you popular. God has the ability to give you influence that when people see you, they see an image of him. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing for me that started to switch with not just Shannon, but just a couple of people. I'm like, wow, you would switch out like that? Really? And I would never, ever. Why? Because of the respect that I have for my mother, my daughters, my grandma.
Y'all got to keep in mind too, Shannon made more money off that podcast than he made his whole NFL career. The money exacerbated who he really was. And I'm talking about Shannon. That's all it was. If Shannon was a po-ass nigga from backwoods, Georgia, outside of Savannah. He ugly. He ain't never had nothing. The moment he finally got something was when he was able to buck up playing football and he was fine, but it didn't matter. He was still ugly. Oh, but what Jay-Z said, there's no such thing as an ugly billionaire. I'm cute. That money from that podcast made that nigga feel like he looked like Chris Brown. And he got his head started getting big. That's all it was. The money exacerbated who he always wanted to be. He just never had the opportunity. That's all. That's all. It wasn't like, oh, it was this. No, that's who Shannon was. He just didn't get the opportunity. Now he got it. There you go. You feel me? Now, somebody said, do I think he ugly? No, I think Shannon is a handsome man, but I like medium ugly niggas. And I don't think they medium ugly. Society thinks they medium ugly. I love me a medium ugly ass nigga. A nigga not ugly enough to where I won't look at him, but ugly enough to when we get into it, I say, shut your ugly ass up. I'm just playing. But nah, for real, I do like me a medium ugly ass nigga. So I don't think he's ugly. But society thinks that he's ugly. I don't think he's ugly. To me, I love me a nigga like Shannon. Big old black, big old wide nose, big lips. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I don't too particularly like the hairline, but other than that, I could work with it. That's just me. But, I don't know. But the point I'm making is Shannon became who he always been. He just never had the opportunity till he got the coin.
Daughters, life, period. And I think men, given these new platforms, we've overrode what the platform is actually for. The platform is supposed to help somebody find a new direction. We don't help. Everybody just gets on. Everybody's talking now. Everybody got a podcast. Everybody's the new marriage coach. Everybody's the new relationship coach. And ain't nobody coaching themselves. Because if you were coaching yourself, when it says power of life and death is found in the tongue, then go back and check out a couple of episodes and ask yourself, do you give life or do you give death? And that's why, me personally, I kind of do my own thing, stay in my own lane.
Oh, Ray Lewis, the power of death, life and death is in the power of the tongue, and it's in your hands, nigga. Ray Lewis, go lay down. Ray Lewis hating, I ain't gonna lie, but he not saying nothing wrong. Let me break it down like this. He's not wrong in what he's saying. Yes, Shannon got that coin, and we've all seen it. Shannon got on this here internet and told everybody about how he loved him, the lily white girls, and that he got money and he could pay for his lily white girl. Shannon switched up. Yes, he did. We all seen it. We were there. Everybody was on the show trying to tell Shannon to chill. Shannon ain't want hear. Everybody on the show saying, Shannon, relax. Shannon ain't want hear. Shannon was letting that money talk. And he was in the bike round, texting that girl saying, you don't get a choice in the matter. I'm gonna choke you. I'm gonna take these big old nigger hands and put them around your pink neck, and I'm gonna strangle you and choke you like my granny did. And you don't get a choice in the matter. That's what he wanted to do with his money in his real time. You know what I'm saying? So, it just came back to bite him, but ultimately, that's what he's always wanted to do. He just got to do what he always wanted to do. And it's just, like I said, the money exacerbates the negative side of who you are regardless. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what happened. But Ray, you is hating though. And the reason I'm saying that is because it would be one thing if Ray would say, that's not the Shannon that I used to know. I've been knowing Shannon for years. It seemed that he changed, so I decided to go my way. That would be one thing. But he on here talking about it's gossiping and death in the power of the tongue. Nigga, you got death in your hands. Hello? Ray Lewis, how dare you speak those two words, death and life, when you done sent somebody to glory, allegedly. Ray Lewis, please. You hating, bruh. Two things could be true at the same time. Shannon got too big for his britches, and you an old hating ass nigga, Ray Lewis. That's why nobody don't like you. Nobody likes you. Literally, nobody likes your crazy ass, Ray. And this is why. That's why you're on a podcast with that Clear man. That's why, ever since the Clear people rescued him from almost doing life in prison, he's been indebted to the Clears. You know what I'm saying? So, he loves sitting amongst the Clears and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Now, don't get me wrong. Shannon loves sitting amongst the Clears too. It's just that right now he's kicked out of the big house. You get it? They done kicked Shannon out the big house. Right now, he back in the back with us. Right now, he in the field with us niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So right now, Shannon over there with Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco wanted me and with the field niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Because they done kicked him out the big house. But Ray better calm down before I find a way to get him kicked out the big house. You feel what I'm saying? So now look. Now Ray, after Ray came and said this with his killing ass, you little killer you, then here come Ocho Cinco. So now, Ocho Cinco and Shannon got the nightcap show. This is the Chitlin Circuit over here. Chitlin Circuit. No longer is he on the big stage, back down to the chitlin circuit. But come on, welcome back home, Shannon. We knew you was coming. But anyway, so he gets on Nightcap with Ocho Cinco out with the field niggas, and Ocho Cinco asked him how he felt about what Ray had said. And you know what? My boy Shannon was just like, you know what? I ain't even gonna say much. I'm gonna let him have it. But I think it's because what he know is, number one, there is truth in what he's saying. But he also feel like Ray did him dirty because he held Ray down when Ray was over there putting life and death in people, allegedly. And he held Ray down throughout the career. So he felt like, as a friend, you could have hit me up on the bike. Why you went on the internet? And I don't blame him for that. Let's get into it, y'all. Like the video.
I got nothing bad to say. Because a lot of things when you tolerate it, I'm gonna go ahead and say my thing. Whatever transpired, I'll bite my tongue. I'll be the bigger person. I'll walk away. Hey, you right. Because you know why, Ocho? It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You know how I know? Because your boy, you looking at him, he low-hanging fruit. And there are a lot of people taking your shot at your boy.
Come on now.
Y'all can have it. Y'all got it. Y'all got me. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be all right, OJ.
Yeah.
That tribute say we're going to be all right.
Yeah, listen, I could have told you that. I could have told you, I've been telling you that.
Yeah.
So
everybody want to pile on. Everybody jump on now. Hey, we got him down, Ocho. We got him down. The best time to, hey, let me get my lick now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to get a lick now because when your boy was doing good, you hear a lot of people that have a whole lot to say. Not everybody got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
He not lying with that. When he said when he was doing good, nobody had nothing to say. He ain't lying. I mean, of course, a couple of people was hating, but for the most part, when he was up, everybody was quiet. And of course, it's the kick you down while you're down situation. That's how it goes, unfortunately. But I'll say this, he handled it with class because he could have said a lot. Because, and let me tell you something, when he said let him have it because they're attacking him anyway, Ray Lewis is the last person. Do you hear me? The last person to be pointing fingers at Shannon Sharpe. Ray Lewis is the very last person to point fingers at a Shannon Sharpe. He just is. And anybody who understands the history, even if Ray Lewis was 100% right, when they heard him open his mouth to part his lips, I'm pretty positive they went full attack mode because, nigga, how dare you? You should still be behind bars to this day, Ray Lewis. But because that white boy gave you a second chance and you still in their good graces, now you going to take your opportunity to drag Shannon. And Shannon is good for you too. Because you the same old bootlick down at ESPN and all that other stuff. It wasn't until Skip had your ass on there crying till you got your nigga wake up call. So you not getting no, you feel what I'm saying? You not getting no pass, Shannon. Both of y'all gonna get y'all nigga wake up call. And I'm sorry to say this part to Shannon. Them clear men, them white boys have a visual of you sticking a long schlong into the itty bitty lily white girl in the bike. You ain't coming back the way you was. I'm not saying you're not going to make it. I'm not saying you're not going to do well. You will not get back to where you was. Not in the industry. They will never forget the visual of that little girl on the text message saying, but Shannon, I told you I didn't want you to do it and you did it anyway and didn't use protection. And they say they got their visual of your text message saying, you don't get a choice in the matter. Yeah, you ain't never coming back the way they had you. See, that's why it's kind of complicated to deal with these two boot licks because it's hard. Both of them licking boots on each other. You feel what I'm saying? But the point I'm making is, Shannon was right to not respond because they're gonna drag Ray Lewis. That's an easy drag. But at the end of the day, both of them is bootlicks and trash. So I don't really care. Yeah, I don't care. But hey, if Shannon really believes that he's got another comeback after losing everything plus that he made in that industry, Mind you, Shannon had paid his whole NFL career money salary to the clear girl. He retired her. Shannon paid more to that clear girl than he made his whole entire NFL career. You think them people about to let Shannon come back and make that money back? You a new age fool. And if Shannon believed that, he a new age fool. Now, I'm not saying Shannon ain't gonna never do well. Shannon is going to do well. I'm not saying that he can or can't. But what I'm saying is going back to where he was, not in their industry. Unless he finds a way to do it outside of them, not in their industry. You're done. You're done. You're done. It's a wrap. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Let's get to the good part, the meat and potatoes. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. Now I want to start here because let's get into why we here. Who are we? Are y'all doing y'all genealogy? I hope y'all are doing your genealogy. I really do hope you are doing your genealogy. Okay? But who are we? What is our names? Now, we've had many names, as we all know. But one of the names at one point in time, they called all black people Indian, right? All of the copper color melanated people in America, they were called Indians. Now, some people might say, well, who, that doesn't make sense because the real Indians are the Kamala Harrises of the world. That's India, Hindustan. When I would say, well, no, because Hindustan wasn't India or India wasn't Hindustan. So back in the days when the clear people came to voyage over to America, what we know as India and the Indian people were not called Indians. India was not India. It was called Hindustan. Okay? Most of the places that you know of today in 2025 are brand new. I'm talking about less than 100 years old. One of the places that is old, that is new is India. We've already spoke about Nigeria coming into a play in the 60s, Ghana coming into play in the 60s. Now let's talk about India. Yes, India. The people with the dot on their forehead. The fake third eye. Oh, never mind. The people with the dot on their forehead, them people. Okay. India, okay, came about way later because you don't understand. We've been taught that everything started in Africa. Civilization started in Africa. Everything that we've ever done, everything we've ever known happened in Africa. And then somehow we were this miraculous group of blacks that was just better than the rest of the Africans, and they captured us, and then they enslaved us, and then we turned around and influenced the world. That's what they want us to believe, but that's not the truth. I told you, everything you do now, you've always done. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything you did has already been done, okay? Now, with that being said, Hindustan, which was Hindustan, not India, all the way up until the early 1900s, or late 1800s, I want to say, Hindustan, before it was India, that was a group of people. But now once they took our identity and turned us into Negroes, we were no longer Indian. We were now Negro. And guess who became the new Indians? This is India. That's your Kamala Harris, your Indians. That's the people with the red dot you see that wear the garment and all that stuff. Those are now the Indians. But before they were called Indians, they were Hindu. Hindustan was the name of the place. Okay? It wasn't until they took our name and gave it to them. It's the same thing they did with our religion. It's the same thing they did with our education. It's the same thing they did with our medicine. And it's not just in North America, in all of the Americas. They took everything that was here and outsourced it everywhere else. It's a fact. Now, I want to show you this video. Y'all know I be finding these little clips of this Asian guy. And he's talking about Hindustan and how it didn't become India officially until 1947. And he's going to go back into how our status has changed and everything. Check it out. It's crazy.
So Black Americans were called Indians first. And then India became India in 1858. This doesn't make sense. How could Christopher Columbus call American Indians as Indians if they technically didn't exist yet. Like, what's going on, bro? At this point, I think they created all.
So really quickly, what he's asking is, remember when the story they tell us, first of all, Christopher Columbus wasn't shit. Christopher Columbus was a drunk spy. That's all he was a spy, a drunk spy. Now, according to legend tells us that Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, came over to this side of the world because he never made it to North America. But either way, he found people that he called Indians because he thought he landed in India. Well, how, Sway? How could you think you landed in India? Now, mind you, he landed in what? Was it Hispaniola? Was it Dominican Republic or Haiti? That area? How could he think he was in India? Right? If he's on a whole other side of the planet, or not planet, but yeah, a whole other side of the world. Listen, it was all a lie. That's the point. It was all a lie. But once he got here and saw us, and they were able to start taking over, because remember, in the mid to late 1800s, this is when they starting with the statistics, with the vital statistics, the sensors and all this other stuff. This is when all that they're starting to get all these statuses of these people and putting them in certain statuses. Us Black Americans back then were Indian. You can look at this little chart you can see on this video. Let me see if I can pull it up. In 1492, when they saw us, they called us Indian. Copper color, melanated, American. It was many things, but a lot of us Indian because of the fringes and a lot of the practices that we did. Then we went from Indian to slave, and these are the different names, statistic-wise, that we had. Now, while they renaming us, they giving our names to everybody outside. They giving our religion. They giving our names. They giving our culture. Everything that we doing, they giving it to everybody out there. They renaming places in Africa, renaming places in India, renaming places in Asia, renaming places everywhere. They're taking our history and our identity and giving it to everybody. That's what it is. So remember when I told you guys, when some people were like, oh, we Hebrew. No, we Moors. Oh, we this. No, we just are. We everything. We just are, okay? That's what the enemy's doing. Let me let this brother finish.
All these other countries to hide the truth and rewrite history, like Egypt and Israel, like they were created in the 1950s. They're not even the original people. The Bible was talking about people and landmarks in the United States.
And let me say this too. The Egyptians that you see in Egypt right now are imposters. Matter of fact, mostly everywhere where you see them people are imposters. The people in Egypt, the Egyptians that you see today are imposters. Those are not the real people. Okay? Most of the Asians that you see are not the real people. They are imposters. Okay? That's just the fact of the matter is the original people of these places, you hardly ever get to see them. Most of the people you're going to run against or run into are imposters. This is what the enemy did when they were giving out your identities. They needed people to take on their identity. That's why they got Native Americans here. They are technically taking on our identity. If you think of the term and what it means. That's what they've been doing. Let me let them finish cooking.
But they renamed all the stuff over there as the stuff from the Bible. They're trying to hide everything.
And that's another thing too. A lot of stuff that went on in the Bible is right here in America. They got us thinking that, oh, it's in Israel, someplace in the Middle East. You got to understand, it was a time before they didn't even know this side of the world even existed. There was a time when the people on the eastern portion of the world didn't even know the western portion existed. Okay? Be mindful of that. But I want you guys to understand this. Now, this is a new information for a lot of people. A lot of people might feel like this is crazy, but it's the God's honest truth. Africa is not the origin. You are the origin. Here is the origin, okay? Now, I also want to show y'all this. Hold on one second. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Okay, so remember, I be showing y'all these pictures to show y'all that I ain't lying. Now, we can go and look at, I'm gonna pause this video. It's got music on it, but I want y'all to pay attention. Now, if anybody believes in reincarnation or regeneration, if you read the Bible, you know what's in there. If you don't believe, for instance, this is how I know mostly Black people believe in reincarnation and regeneration. How many times we have a baby in our family and we say, boy, that boy done sure been here before. Or boy, you is grandpa so-and-so up and down. Boy, you is uncle or auntie so-and-so up and down. Regeneration, whether we want to believe it or not, is real. This is why you can find people who are living today who look exactly like the people who lived then. Now, a lot of them are related and don't know it. This is what genealogy is all about. I told you guys, a lot of us don't understand why we walk the way we walk, talk the way we talk, look the way we look, act the way we act. We don't understand why we funny. We don't understand why it's so easy for us to rap or sing or write poetry. This is all ancestral. That you are your ancestors. Okay? You are your ancestors, bits and pieces. This is science. If you don't believe me, go and research science. Bits and pieces of who you are or of your ancestors lie within you. This is not a coincidence. Listen, this is not a coincidence that you have certain situations that are similar to people before you because you are remnants of your ancestors. This is what genealogy and meditating and all this stuff is all about. It's about getting back to our roots. We saw it in sinners. We saw it in a lot of the things that we've been dealing with. Listen, we are all reincarnated. Some of us for purposes, others not. Okay? Okay? It is very important that we understand that if you know who you are, it is so much easier for you to navigate this world and to combat a lot of the evils and a lot of the bad things going on. And it's all about tapping in and getting back to who you are, who you were. Because if you gotta depend on this white man or this education system or this Western technology, hell, even Chat GPT is damn racist. If you have to depend on them to tell you who you are, you'll never know. You will literally never know if you had to depend on these people to tell you who you are. They don't want you to know who you are. Because if you know who you are, then you go to your rightful place, and where do they go? You see what I'm saying? If your rightful place is greatness, then what's theirs? If your rightful place is here, then what is theirs? You get it? This is why it is very, very, very important that you look into your genealogy. We have been co-opted, psyopted. We have been screwed over all over the place because we have been told that we are somebody we are not. I've been telling y'all for how long? You are who you've always been. Okay? You are who you've always been. You didn't come into who you are because of slavery. You didn't come into who you are because of Jim Crow. That is extremely disrespectful. You are the creators. You are the progenitors of the world. You didn't just come into this stuff. And let me say this too. A lot of this stuff I'm showing y'all is ancient. Now look at Manny Fresh and look at this wild Indian. Hello? Y'all got to catch up. Do your genealogy. Do your genealogy. I want to show y'all something else. Hold on. Oh, y'all seen Floyd? I seen this one of Floyd. Y'all seen this one of Floyd? Y'all seen this what you call him? This the man that has the swastika on his apron. Y'all remember that picture? He has a swastika on his apron. And remember, a lot of the symbols and signs and flags that we deem to be horrible today, they are that way because that enemy got their names on them. Them enemies got their hands on them. It wasn't that before, okay? It wasn't that before. But yeah, man, shit crazy, bro. Southern Indian, Aboriginal Indian, California Indian. And ooh, hey, I love me a defined cheat. I don't know. I just like that. I don't know. Anyway, I want to show you guys something else. Hold on one second. I want to show you guys something else. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Remember I told y'all everything you do now, you've always done? Remember I told y'all that? You wonder why you're so good at tennis? You can go in and dominate basketball, football, all that stuff. Because you always did it. It's in your DNA. The reason why you can learn how to do something and monopolize it or take over it is because you are who you've always been. You've done what you've always done. Slavery didn't create none of this. Now look at this video. They got a lot of ancient artifacts that they found to prove that we've been doing this for thousands of years. Check it out.
Human beings in a mind.
Look at this court. This is an ancient American, you could call a basketball court. And I got another video I want to show y'all from UBTV. Shout out to Uriah Brandon TV, because he got a better one of an illustration of a court where basically thousands of years ago, or at least hundreds of years ago for sure, before the enemy came, we used to hold games like Olympic games. And a lot of the games that were played are the exact same games that we play today. It's a lot of things like the basketball, the football. Watch, you're going to see it in the video. I'm going to show y'all UBTV, his situation. Look, stone hoop at Chichita Itza. That's a hoop. Look at this hoop. Look at that hoop. I'm telling you, that's why they got to learn how to do the stuff that we naturally know how to do. My daughter told me she wanted to play basketball at 5 years old. And at 5 years old, she just miraculously started shooting 3-pointers. It was in her. It wasn't on her. That's who she was. It was in her DNA. Damn sure ain't in mine. But if you feel what I'm saying, it says most, but not all Mayan cities had ball courts, many more than one. 1,300 ball courts are scattered throughout Mesoamerica, and all of them have the same I shape. That is, 2 sloping walls for the ball to bounce on, a long, narrow playing field, and 2 end zones. It says Guatemala, home of the earliest Mayan cities, held over 500 ball courts alone. Now, they want us to believe that the modern-day Mexican are the Mayans. I've already showed y'all that that's not the truth. The Mayans was blacker than me. Okay? But they want us to believe that the Mayans who are playing with these balls and on these courts are the modern day Mexicans. Stop the cap. Look at this statue. Look at this statue. Y'all take a look at this statue. You tell me. Look at the features on the statue. Look at the face. Take the ball away from it. Look at the face on the statue. Now, they want y'all to believe that these are ancient Native Americans and ancient Mexicans. This is what they want y'all to believe. Yeah. They want y'all to believe these the ones who were shooting dice. These the ones who were smoking tobacco. These the ones who was playing basketball and football. Now, mind you, what you do today, you've done always. I've never seen a Mexican play basketball. Not professionally. Never seen it. Have you? Somebody help me out. I've seen some who's mixed. It says the Mesoamerican ball game was played, experts think, by all the cultures in the regions, beginning with the Olmecs, who may have invented it. Oh! The ball game goes back 3,500 years, making it the first organized game in the history of sports. Mayans loved the game and everyone played at various times, but it also held deep religious ritual meanings as well. For that reason, it was sometimes played just as a game with lots of gambling on the teams. Who else be gambling on sports? At other times, the games became spectacle and ritual, with the city rulers playing captive warriors in rigged ritual games. The captives would lose the game and then be sacrificed. Now, that's something different. So they said if you lost, if you got captured, they put your ass in a game. If your ass lost, then it was off with your head, allegedly. So it was kind of like lip sync for your life. I don't know. But yeah, this is all the stuff. Listen, and this is all ancient. Listen, it don't matter who they tell you the people are today. Go back and look at the artifacts. The artifacts are going to paint you the picture of the people. Them people my color. Apocalypto, that movie Apocalypto, we spoke about that. The ancient Mayans, that was about the ancient Mayan and Aztec civilization. Them people was blacker than me. Them people is blacker than me. They not the real Mexicans or the Mexicans that you see today. It's ancient and it's on the what you call them. It says I don't know how to pronounce this, but Tlachi or Taichil, I can't pronounce it. It's kind of like basketball. Games similar to a basketball have been played all over Mesoamerica by peoples like the Aztec, the Mayan, and the Olmec. The object of Tlachi is to put a ball through a hoop made of stone at one end of a court. But unlike basketball, the players can't use their hands. Sounds like a little bit of soccer to me. You feel me? If they say you can't use the hands. Southeastern tribes of North America. The color of the inhabitants is dark brown. They preserve traditions of great antiquity in rhymes and chants. Ancient rap, dancing, and physical exercises are being held in honor, and they are passionately fond of bait games in which they exhibit the great skills. Or it says ball games, I'm sorry. Early history of the Creek Indians and their neighbors, page 43 by John Reed Swanton. It says greatly skilled, passionate, fond of ball games, dance, and music. Now, who you think that is? I'm going to read that again. Greatly skilled, passionate, fond of ball games, dance, and music. And y'all want us to believe that these the $5 footlongs? That's what y'all want us to believe? Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. Look at this. Prehistoric American Indians. This McClung Museum. Look at this little this guy. Don't it look like he taking a knee to me? See, when y'all get into the spiritual warfare and the spiritual situations that we in, you'll understand why this lines up. And when you understand the spirit realm of this, you'll understand why this right here lines up. See, they want you to believe that your history is in Africa, but it's too much of our history we finding right here. So with that being said, I can't look at Africa. I got to start looking here because I'm finding too much of my history right here. Maybe it is in Africa, thousands and thousands of years ago. I don't know. But for what I know, within the recent times, too much of my history is right under my feet. What I look like going to look to Africa when I need to be digging under my feet? You want to know why you so good at sports? Because you created them. It's in your DNA. It's in your blood. It's who you are. It's who you are. They have to learn how to be as good as you. You just have it. These are one of the gifts that you're walking around with and don't even know you have. Look at this statue. That statue has braids. You don't know about the powers and the gifts that you have. You just know you have them. You don't even know them as gifts and powers. You just know that you have it. You just know that I'm good at this. You don't even know why. You don't even know why. It's crazy. Indigenous warrior statue at the Pre-Columbian Gold Museum and Antonio Brown of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's just a lot of resemblance. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lot of resemblance. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Oh, and by the way, we created hockey too. For the ones in the bike, we were the first ones to do hockey. We were the first ones to do all of it. And if this don't look like like Michael Thomas, I don't know what. If this don't look like Michael Thomas, I don't know what. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. And you want me to go to Africa? I need to see what's going on here. I can't get to Africa. I need to see what's going on around here first. Okay? Until we figure out what's going on over here, we can't deal with Africa. Shout out to Africa, though. No shade. Shout out. Shout out to Africa. But I'm just saying, girl, look at that. I mean, yeah, this is too much for me to just turn around and act like I didn't see what I seen. This is insane. This is insane at this point. They literally made a statue of Michael Thomas 1,000, 2,000, however many thousands of years ago. How, Sway? How? The brain can't create what it ain't never seen. So how, Sway? Make it make sense. I don't give a damn about no DNA test telling me what part of Africa I'm from. I need to investigate America. What's going on here? Look at them hairstyles. Look at them hairstyles. You know who else I be seeing? Love and Hip Hop, Zell Swag. Zell be having some ancient hairstyles in his head and he don't even know it. I'm talking about the things they be doing with the locks. Stop it. Stop it, man. Stop it. Don't. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Can't nobody tell me that what I'm looking at ain't what it is. Can't nobody telling me that what I'm looking at ain't what it is. You do what you've always done. You are who you've always been. You ain't new. You ain't have no ethnogenesis. You feel what I'm saying? You are who you always been. First, hockey was described as authentically indigenous game, a sport first played by northern natives that was now being reappropriated in this colorful tour. Headdress, buckskin jerseys, and invented player names. Examples, tomahawk, confirmed that the aboriginal nature of the game. This is hockey we talking about. We are the original. Everything starts here, not there. It starts here. This is why everybody come here and not there. This is why the most of the world is running to get to America. Not the other way around. Most people don't run to Africa. Now, I'm not saying a lot of people don't run to Africa. A lot of people do run to Africa. But for the most part, everybody wants what? The American dream. They want to come here. Here is where they want to be. Why? You think because of the clear people? They on their way out the door. They damn near extinct. It ain't because of the clears. It's because of us. And it's because of who we are and what we are. America's jewels, God's precious jewelry. We just got to figure it out. This is what tapping in is all about, okay? This is what tapping in is all about. You are. Everything started from you. It ain't the other way around. You are. And I need you to understand that. It didn't start. Listen, they came, these white folks. I remember I seen a video a long time ago, this white lady on TikTok saying how black people in the South got their accents from white people. That's a goddamn lie. We are the original. We are the blueprint. We don't go from other places and then blend into the places that we get to. Okay? We are who we are. Okay, it's no difference from me. I'm born and raised in New Orleans. I've been living in Georgia now for 10 years, but I still got my accent because I am who I am. I didn't come to Georgia and completely started looking and sounding like these people because I am me. I don't have to conform to a new identity because I have one. But the clear people, them nomadic Slavic people who were coming over here looking for a new identity, it was them taking on your identity. So let me clear this up. Because I see that white lady saying that we got this part of our accent from the Dutch and that part of our accent from the French and this part of our accent. We ain't got shit from them crackers. Everything that they have, from their name all the way down to the way they wash their ass, come from Black America. They wouldn't know how to eat at a table if it were not for us. As a matter of fact, the goddamn Amish to this day still have Black American practices, even in the foods that they cook, because we gave this world this doggone, what do they call it? We gave the world the civilization that it has. We didn't get it from no Africans. We gave it to them. It wasn't that. They didn't give us shit. We gave everything to everybody else. Okay? So when you hear about them old videos and them old stories about how the Egyptians had marble floors and heated floors, that was here. Here. When you hear about the ancient Romans, that was here. When you hear about all of the stuff that, how the Black people this and all the ancient, that was here. That was here. It wasn't there, it was here. You are the original Black America. You are. Not them. That's why they over here with Africa sticky notes, putting Africa tags on everything we got, because they understand who we are. Now it's time for us to understand who we are. You are. They are nothing without you. We talked about energy yesterday. You completely take your energy away from them, they perish. They go away. You are. Not them. It ain't nothing outside of you. It's you. It ain't nothing outside of you. It's you. I need you to get that. That's a hard concept to grasp when you've been taught your whole life that everything is outside of you. I need you to, I'll do you one better. Let's say things are outside of you. I need you to also tap inside of you to see what you bring to the table. How about that? Let's see what you bring to the table alongside of what's outside of you, because there's a lot inside of you. And that's what these people understand. You are the original. You are the beginning. When Malcolm X said we are Aboriginal people, meaning from the beginning, he said, but you want to be called American or you want to be called African. What he is saying is you are the soil. We done let these white folks come in here and take our identities and mask us up and make us forget who we were and have us believing that we somebody we ain't. And they done took on our stuff. And now they live in heaven on earth in our land, reaping all our benefits, because we walking around here not knowing who and what we are. Gone are the days where we running around here with the slave mentality. We ain't no slaves. Even if our ancestors were quote unquote slaves, they still wasn't no slave, and we ain't none now. And we gone are the days where we going through this whole world. Well, it don't make sense because they gonna. No, it's way more of you than them. They are going extinct. You having 4-5 babies per capita. They having one and a possibly one. You are. You get it? I need you to understand that. I don't need you to listen to it. I need you to understand it. That's the missing key. Got you sitting around here thinking that they are. No, baby, you are. It's you. It's you. It's never been them. It's always been you. But you got to get that, and you got to believe that. I can't make you believe it. This is what tapping in, grounding, genealogy. This is what all of this is about. We got to tap back in so we can take our rightful places. We got to get back to where we belong. We've been lost, walking around here lost, bumping each other's heads because we don't know. We walking around like Ray Charles. Open your eyes. It's time to see. It's going to hurt, but open your eyes. It's time to see, okay? All right. Now, speaking of opening your eyes, let's get into this braid situation. So apparently, I told you guys that we have been doing ourselves a disservice. We have been going around we've been teaching the Africans how to braid. Now they are learning how to braid. And they are bringing the people over in droves. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Mind you, from where they come from, and this is no shade, shout out to Africa, but y'all wasn't doing braid styles like we was. You just wasn't. And I said what I said. Hold on. I saw this one thing where they had a whole bunch of men. Matter of fact, let me show you this one. Let me show y'all this.
London.
Let me take the music off. Let me show you guys this. See, this is the convenience that we pay for, right? We all want the convenience. We all want to, instead of sitting down 10, 11 hours a day, we want to sit down and get our braids done, right? So we pay for convenience. First of all, this is extremely dangerous. You don't allow people in your head. Your head is the closest thing that they can get to putting shit on you. Roots, spells. I'm not saying that that's what these young ladies are doing, but you got to be very careful with whose hands you allow in your head. Your head is very, very fragile. So all this, oh, I want to get my braids done in 3-4 hours. What's the end game? What are you trading for it? But what I'm getting you guys to understand is they don't know how to do these braids when they come here. We teach them how to do this.
Come with me to get $50 braids in Lagos, Nigeria. So here
we teach them how to do these braid styles. Prior to,
everybody knows rule number 1 when traveling to Africa.
Prior to them coming to America, they have no idea about these braid styles. Now, I'm not saying they don't know how to braid. They do know how to braid. But the style of braid they get from us. They're coming to America, learning the way that we do things, and then they're going to monopolize and capitalize and charge us arms and legs for them, right? I saw a video where they even had a whole bunch of dudes. I'm talking about they bringing in men. Let me see if I can find that video. They bringing in men braiders, teaching the men, let me see if I can find it, how to braid. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find that male African braid shop. They are learning how to braid your hair, and they important, and I think it's called smuggling and trafficking, if you ask me. But they are learning how to braid your hair, and they importing all types of people in to come and learn how to braid your hair. No, that's not it. I'm gonna find it. But either way, this is what they're doing. Now they charging you arms and legs. We've already told y'all to boycott these braid shops. We've already told y'all to do that. And the reason being is because we don't need to give them our money. And anybody who feels some type of way about us boycotting or the braid shop, oh well, suck your mother. I don't care. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not sitting around here trying to explain to nobody why they should do anything. Do what you want. But don't tell me we wrong for wanting to boycott. We boycott. And it is what it is, okay? Now, why is this important? Well, we boycotting because they don't deserve our money. And then number 2, we do our own braids. Put our own money in our own pockets. Now, this one lady was on TikTok, and I saw her video, and I wanted to bring it over here. She was responding to a comment because somebody was upset that this lady was saying that the Africans got their braid styles and the way that they braid from Americans, and she's not lying. Basically, this girl's about to spill a tea. She's saying that, listen, Africans, the way that they braid, they wouldn't know it if it didn't come from us. We are the reason why they braid. In the styles that we braid, the singles, twists, and all the names that we give this stuff, it don't come from those places. It come from us. So it don't matter if we call them singles, twists, or if we call them Africanists. We create the styles. Now, what the Africans, some Africans are doing, and some other people are taking those styles and saying, well, you don't have these, or these styles don't belong to you because they belong to singles, or they belong to this. No, baby. We creating them. You feel me? We creating it. We just giving it different names to make it exotic. But the point I'm making is they are trying to lay claim to our stuff because we don't realize that these are things that we are creating and have been creating since the beginning of time. I'm sorry. Let's get into the video, y'all. Hold on. Let me get the volume up.
Growing up, we never, sister, it's because we plait our hair. We do cornrows. Growing up, we never heard nothing about an African braider, African hair braider. What they don't know is history. And what they don't know is that we were the best basket weavers among the Mississippi River. Weaving is literally braiding. It's the same technique. So of course we would get the horsehair and add it to our hair sometimes as well. All the braids you're saying Fulani braids are not Fulani braids. I've never met a Fulani person with these braids. So if it was their tradition, wouldn't all of them be walking around with their hair like this? Exactly. They see our styles, they learn how to do them, and they put a name of their country or tribe on it and say it's their braids. No, it's not. Even the Senegalese braids were braids we've been doing before they were called Senegalese twists. Okay? So just because they put a name of an African country on the style that they got from America doesn't make it African. So I love that you clocked that T, Buki. Sister, it's because we plait our hair. We do.
All right. Just to kind of dissect a bit of what the sister was saying. So what she was saying was, because she's responding to a comment. If you can see the comment, what she's saying is somebody saying Africans wasn't doing braids like us and they, or whatever. They weren't. It wasn't until they came to America and started seeing the styles that we were wearing. Now, this is what they realized. They realized that we like convenience. And I've showed y'all an African get on video and tell y'all that y'all not going to boycott because y'all too hung up on convenience. They realized that we prioritize convenience. So what they did was started to learn the styles that we like. And then they started being convenient by putting 4 or 5 people on your head. Now, a lot of us can attest to that because I've never gone to an African braid shop. However, I have seen people go to African braid shops and come back and be like, well, I wanted this style, but they gave me this style. Maybe they didn't understand what I wanted. It's because they don't know the styles. We are teaching them the styles when we go get our hair done. They come in here to America, learning our styles, and then taking it and laying claim to it like it's theirs. Oh, you guys are doing this because of Africa. No, baby. Even in Africa in 2025, those women look like us. We don't look like them. From the head down to the toe, from the way that they talk, the way that they walk, the way that they dress, they hair, they makeup, they nails, they lashes, everything that no shade. Shout out to the African women. I think African women are beautiful, but we gotta call a thing. We don't take nothing from them. Every single thing that they got as far as fashion, especially fashion, they got it from us. Black American women is the blueprint. We are the blueprint. There is no fashion. There is nothing without us. Okay? I don't care what they come over here and lay claim to. Whenever we see an African, rather it's here or there, there's some remnant of us in them. I don't care if it's the way they look, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they act, I don't give a damn what it is. Our influence is on them. It's not the other way around. Okay? And it's always been like that. I need you to understand that. This is no shade. But we're not influenced by others. Everyone is influenced by us. So when they coming in here doing these braids saying that this belongs to this country and that belongs to that country, just like the rest of this stuff, it starts home and then it outsources here, there, and everywhere. It's not the other way around. And this is how we lose our culture, because they just say it belongs to somebody else and everybody just going about their business. Well, yep, I guess it does. Not today, say, not this generation, because we stepping in saying you a damn lie. From braiding hair to food to every single thing you do, you got it from us. We ain't getting nothing from you. You are our sons, not the other way around. Let's really be clear. See, for too long, they've been putting the cart before the horse. I'm here to put the horse before the cart. Yeah, let's get back into it. See, too long, all these years, they've been putting the cart before the horse. Well, I'm here to put the horse before the cart so we can get moving. You get it? I'm not going to let them do it. You get it from us.
One rose. Growing up, we never heard nothing about an African braider, African hair braider. What they don't know is history.
Facts. I'm from the South. I'm not from New York. So maybe if you're from New York, you're different. But I'm from the South. I ain't never heard of an African braid shop till I got to Atlanta after Hurricane Katrina. Prior to that, I ain't never heard of an African braid shop. When you wanted braids, when I grew up, you went to somebody who did braids. My nana did braids. My nanny did my braids. I had a girl, Isis, who did my daughter braids growing up, and I did braids. But you did not go sit in no African braid shop. We did not have no African braid shop, and we been doing braids. Hell, Dookie braids was popping back in the 90s. You seen Janet Jackson with the Dookie braids, the big old braids, you know what I mean? We been doing this. Back when they was doing cornrows to the back, we was putting styles in our head. So she's right. I ain't never heard of an African braid shop till I was a grown-ass woman. Never.
What they don't know is that we were the best basket weavers among the Mississippi River. Weaving is literally braiding. It's the same technique. So, of course, we would get the horsehair and add it to our hair sometimes as well.
Pause, because she's spitting. Weaving, like basket weaving, is the exact same thing you do. If you know how to do a sew-in, if you know how to do a quick weave, that's the exact same thing. See, you got to understand your history. This is why your genealogy is very important. See, they didn't know how to do sew-ins in Africa till they came over here and learned from us. Or until they got on YouTube and learned from us. And this was dirty about YouTube. If I was to go in there and search up wig install or search up braids, they gonna show me Africans. Oh yeah, YouTube dirty like that. They don't show me Black Americans. When I go on YouTube and I search up wig installs and I search up braid installs, they show me Africans, Africans, Africans. And they are not the progenitors of those styles. As a matter of fact, most of them do it wrong. I'm being honest. See, the reason why we are so proficient at the hair weaving style, y'all remember the Bonner Brothers show and all that stuff? That's who we are. That's who we've always been. That's what we do. They just started getting sew-ins in the last 50 years, maybe. They just started putting the weave in their head in the last 50 years. We've been doing that. We've been doing that. They just learning. That's why they wigs sit on their head like that. They still trying to figure it out. Not just Africa, the UK, Europe, Asia, everybody getting everything from us. It ain't never been the other way around. You know why we so good at putting them hairstyles together and having them hair shows where we got damn helicopters made out of hair and all that shit? That's what we do. A lot of us are Mississippians. Do your genealogy. If you know, you know. A lot of us, that's what we did. Mound builders. That's who we are. It's so many gifts we walking around and don't know why we have them and what they for. You don't even realize that you that great at doing braids, but nigga, that could have been some spiritual ancestral shit that you got passed down to you, a gift that you could use. Hell, you might have some special gift in your fingertips that put some spiritual shit in a nigga head to give him good fortune. You don't even know it. These are the type of spiritual gifts that you might have sitting amongst you and you don't even know it. I need y'all to understand what I'm saying to you. You could have a spiritual gift to where this is just random, but you could have this much of a spiritual gift to where you that good with braids, but maybe there's some healing in your fingertips that's ancestral, that come through your great, 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 great. You feel me? Who used to be healing people through braids. It could have been a situation where, you feel what I'm saying? It was a time through turmoil and war. One of your great, great, greats was one of the people that able to heal the people fighting through the wars and through braids. And you just never know. You just never know. This is what genealogy is all about. You are the greats. Not them people they telling you is. It's you. It ain't them. It's always been you.
All the braids you're saying Fulani braids are not Fulani braids. I've never met a Fulani person with these braids. So if it was their tradition, wouldn't all of them be walking around with their hair like this?
Facts.
Exactly. They see our styles, they learn how to do them, and they put a name of their country or tribe on it and say it's their braids.
Facts.
No, it's not. Even the Senegalese braids were braids we've been doing before they were.
And let me say this. Somebody say cornrows. Cornrows are just like, let me show you a picture of corn. And corn is indigenous to America. Let's start there first. Corn is not indigenous to Africa. Corn is indigenous to America. Let's start there first. There's a cornfield near my house, and I pass it all the time. Let me show you. Let me show you why we call them corn rolls. You about to see right now. Hold on. I want to find one. This is probably a good one. I'm going to show you why they call it corn rolls. You need to understand this. Let me, can you see this? Let me see if it'll show, nah, it ain't make the picture bigger. Let me see if I can find a better picture. I want to show you something for real, because y'all need to understand what this is. See, I'm so tired of us being told, oh, well, it's because you got this from Africa. And I swear to God, as a little bitty girl, I never believed it. I thought it just didn't make sense. Well, how come everything from Africa? If everything from Africa, then how the hell they ain't doing it in Africa? I always thought about that. Take a look at this picture. Let me see. And I hope y'all can see this, but take a look at this picture. All right, now do you see the lines and how straight the lines is on this cornfield? Because you would have to see it from a distance or from an aerial view for you to understand why we call it corn rolls. Now let's start with this. Corn is indigenous to America. Shout out to my boy, We Know the Truth. I be seeing them on TikTok. Corn is indigenous to America. Yes, it was traded. Yes, it could be found in other places on earth. However, it comes from here. That's where it comes from. When you start looking in your genealogy, you're going to see a lot of corn in a lot of our history. When you start looking in history, period, you're going to see a lot of corn in ancient walls, on tombs, all types of stuff. Corns. But the point I'm making is, if you look at a cornfield, the corn is typically put in a row. It's almost like a part. I braid. So anybody who's ever did corn rolls or who's ever had corn rolls, which is most Black people, you understand the way corn rolls are. You part it, and then you're able to make straight parts, and then you're able to put a braid between each part. If you look at a cornfield and you back up from it a little bit, it literally looks like rows of corn. This is why your hair is called corn rolls. It's because it is to mimic, it's to mimic rows of corn rolls. It ain't come from Africa. It ain't come from Europe. It ain't come from none of that. It's stuff that you do that your brain can't fathom something it ain't never seen. So when we decided to do hair and we decided to braid our hair to the back and make them straight parts the way that we make them, and we all know we part the best, that's why we call them corn rolls, because they were rows of corn, as you can see. You see it better from an aerial view, but it literally looks like somebody braided somebody's hair to the back. If you look at the top, from the top of a cornfield. But that's why they call it corn rolls, okay? But yeah, that's who we are. It's in our DNA. It's what we are. Let me get back to the system. It's who we are. It's in our DNA. We name stuff Sinhalese twist and Fulani twist. Girl, we ain't never been in no goddamn Fulani. So how is it that we able to, you see what I'm saying? Because it's in us. We can't fathom something we never seen. Even if you don't know why you've seen it or where you've seen it at. Your brain cannot create something that it does not, it has never seen, even if it's in your dreams. Okay? So with that being said, all the stuff that you have now that we think we're creating, we ain't really creating this stuff we've been doing already. But on top of that, it's ours. We just name it stuff just because that's what we do.
We're called Senegalese twist. Okay? So just because they put a name of an African country on the style that they got from America doesn't make it African. So I love that you clocked that T, Buki.
And plus, like she said, if it was so ancient to that place, the people there will be doing it. And the fact of the matter is they just not. They not.
We are the basket weavers. We've been braiding. Africans do not braid. We've been braiding. We've been weaving. Okay? just like the gorillas in the jungles weave tree branches. Like I said in the video prior to this, it's in our DNA, babe, and it has nothing to do with the continent that was just named Africa.
Facts.
We are the
I
basket
love that.
weavers.
She said it has nothing to do with the continent that was just named Africa. Facts. And that's a Fendi fact. Listen, basket weaving, a lot of these things are stuff that listen. I remember when I first learned how to do braids, it was because somebody was supposed to do my hair in high school and flaked on me. And then I started doing it and realized I picked it up just like that. But my nanny, my godmother, she was cold, like one of the best ones in the project with braids. I know a lot of girls like that. It's in our DNA. It's certain things that we know how to do and don't even know why. But this is the beauty of history and learning about who you are. You'll get those answers when you start to figure it out through your genealogy. Then you'll start realizing, oh snap, my great aunt, you see what I'm saying, used to do X, Y, and Z. Or my great-great-grandmother, or my grandmother, or I didn't know this, that, and the third. This is what this is all about. But the point I'm making is when it comes to these braiding styles and these Africans, it's bigger than braids. It's bigger than Africans. Stop giving who you are and your inventions and the things that you create to these people. Stop it. It's yours. America, you are the beginning, the end, the beginning and the end. Everything else comes from you, not from Africa. You want to see what's going on in Africa? Hold on. Nigeria, while they over here and all over everywhere else, running around here trying to mess up in people's cultures and things of that nature, girl, they over there fighting. The people in Nigeria want them out of there. Ghana want the Nigerians smooth up out of there. It's full on war. Do you hear me? Let me show y'all. And again, I keep asking, who are these Nigerians? Who are these people? Why does everybody have so many issues with them? Look at this lady from Ghana.
And the immigration, they should stop giving Nigerians Ghana passports. They should stop. And the immigration, they should stop giving Nigerians Ghana passports. They should stop.
They got bigger fish to fry. They got bigger fish to fry. Because the Ghana people want their heads off the shoulders. Okay? Apparently in Ghana, they feel some type of way that the Nigerians coming over there trying to take over like they doing here in America. Y'all already know how it is. This is what they got going on. One thing I will say about America, even when we had our East Coast, West Coast beef, like I remember back in the 90s because I would say that that's probably equivalent to the countries going to war in Africa. Because when you think about it, Black Americans, we don't war with each other, not in large scales. Yeah, neighborhoods, gangs, but not in large scales. It's not a whole crew of us going against us. We just never been like that. But I think the only thing I can say that's kind of close to it was the East Coast, West Coast beef. And when you really peel back the layers, the East Coast wasn't beefing with the West Coast. It really was a Biggie and Pac thing. It was more media orchestrated than anything. See, we not them type of people by nature. See, by nature, we not a warring people. We are a loving people to our own detriment, but yet and still a loving people. We're not a warring people by nature. That's not who we are. Some of these people, not all, but some of these people that come over to America, a lot of these foreigners coming over here with that mindset, that's going to get them in a bad situation because that ain't how we roll. And this is the thing, just like I was talking to y'all yesterday about the man wanting Black America's help in the Middle East. We don't own no guns. We don't own no pilots and no planes. I'm sorry. We don't own no weapons. So what do they want from us? They need our energy. And also, I'm also believing some of them want to destiny swap with us. That's why this is another thing too. Be careful. Do your genealogy because the Africans come over here. They get to be grouped in as Black, even though their status on paper is white. They get to be grouped in as Black. So be careful. Do your genealogy. They will slide right in on your stuff. But they got a lot going on that they need to deal with. And battling us ain't one of them. as it pertains to stuff that we have is bigger than braids. It's them coming here trying to take our identity and say that we belong to them or they belong to us or we are them and they are us, and we are not. We are completely different. I gotta say this part. They are not us. We are not them. We are completely different people, scientifically, culturally, just period. They them, we us. We cannot allow them to continue come over here and stick in Africa sticky notes on everything that we have. Most of us has never even seen the continent of Africa. Most of us don't even come across Africans on a day-to-day basis. Nothing you do comes from Africa. It comes from you and your bloodline and your lineage. It ain't got nothing to do with Africa. Okay? Get that through your head. We gotta stop letting these people come over here, these quote unquote people come over here and tell us who and what we are. They don't know who they are. This is why it's important for us to worry about who we are. It's bigger than braids. Nigeria got a lot to deal with because them Ghana people want their head off the shoulders. They need to be worried about that. Don't worry about what's going on over here in the Western world. We eating. We good. But I do think that we need to stop allowing them to do our hair. We need to get them out of our heads. We do. You can't go to Africa and take over no shops over there. We need to get them out of our heads, get them out of our pocketbooks, and leave them off to their own demise. Period. Star Case Lawson, thank you for the super chat. Star Tease Lawson, thank you for the super chat. Says, I never had my hair done by an African. My mom did my hair until I turned 14, and then I started doing my hair. I'm now 35 years old. It's the same thing with me. It went from my mama. We did used to go to the hairdresser. I ain't gonna lie. But we did used to go to the hairdresser. But after that, I started doing my own hair. I've been in my own hair ever since. And like I said, we ain't had no African braid shop. So I don't know. I'm just, everybody different. I'm saying all that to say this, y'all. Do your genealogy, y'all. Please do your genealogy. Do your genealogy, find that family tree, find out who you are so that you can write your name in this book. Because we need to take our rightful spaces. It's about to get bad. I was talking to my daddy this morning. My daddy was talking about how they doing the National Guard all over. We got to talk about that tomorrow as well. It's a lot going on, and you may not see it now, but doing your genealogy is going to help you in the future. I get it. It sounds crazy. Who gives a damn who your family tree is? That's how it sounds to you. But if you trust me and just do your genealogy, you don't have to come tell me. Just do it for you. Do your genealogy. Get out there and ground, and it's gonna work in your favor. Just trust me, please. Trust me. Do your genealogy. With that being said, y'all, I got to get up off of here. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all. Yeah, I'll catch y'all tomorrow for the next one. I'll try to put some content out at the dollhouse for today. But I got to get up off here. Love y'all so much. Take care of each other. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.